Hello, hello. And all these people are waiting for me. I'm sorry, I am late. I was cutting kits and I really wanted to get them done. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. Welcome here. I am super excited about today's card. I'm super excited about lots of things. I forgot something. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. Hello, Darlene, and hello, Judy. Be right back. I have a beautiful goodie that I want to share with you in a minute, and I realized that hi Karen, I realized that I had left it over there, and it's kind of important. Okay, lots going on. First of all, ladies, thank you for sharing. Kathy, Dar, Debbie, Judy, Karen, Cheryl, Lucy, and Wendy. So wow, thank you. There's going to be a fist fight. This card is so fun. But let me just chat you up for a few minutes. You know how I do a little prize for everyone that places a $45 order with me. So for the month of January, my prize was the beautiful meandering meadows. And where did I put? Oh dear. Sorry. Emergency alert. Okay. Like we're gonna just, I hope that didn't disrupt. Am I still here? Judy, remind me later. Let's chat about that. Sorry about that. There was an emergency thing, and I don't know if it was for something going on or if it was just one of those tests. So for the month of January, the gals that placed a $45 order was Darlene. I'm going to fold them because they're easier to pick up. Manuela, Donna, and Darlene, and Wendy. So thank you, girls, for that. Let's see who is going to win Meandering Meadows. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't read it. Hi, Cheryl. I guess everybody got it. So the winner of the Meandering Meadows for placing a $45 order with me in the month of January is, I have one name. The winner is Manuela. So Manuela, I am going to, my Scotch tape is over there. I won't lose that, will I? I'm going to tuck this right in a safe spot, which is always dangerous. Those safe spots are dangerous. Let me look back and see who is all here. So Judy, hello, and Darlene. Okay, I see where that conversation came through. And Kathy and Cheryl. And okay, so I have said hello to everyone. So for the month of February, do you remember this? This is one of those memories and more. This is called Tropical Oasis, and it is stunning. So anyone who places a $45 order with me in my online store, you have to place that. I can't place it for you. I will enter your name for the draw for the for this Memories and More, and you can't combine. So if you place a $10 order and then, you know, a $15 order, you can't combine them. It needs to be one solid, because then it's just, I'm sitting here and I'm mathing all day long. Anyway, sorry. So this is for February. Let's tuck that away so I don't forget about it. The February tutorial bundle is out. I have sent oh, I know, I love that design paper too. I have sent out all of the January ones. And so for those that place a $65 order with me in the month of February, you will receive a 18 project tutorial bundle from Stampin' Up demonstrators from around the world. If you are interested in the bundle but not placing an order because you have your own Stampin' Up demonstrator, which is amazing, $25, and you just let me know that you're interested in the February 2026 exclusive join offer. Anybody that wants to join my team, the way it works is you pay $135, you get to select $165 in shopping anywhere in Stampin' Up. So on the last chance, on the online exclusives, in the catalogs, wherever, and your order adds up to $165 and you've only paid $135 for it. You can't go $165.01. It has to be like $165 or less, free shipping, okay? And with that join offer, and you don't have to do classes and you don't have to do what I do, you can just grab and run, okay? It is the positioning tool. I'm going to show that to you in a bit. I'm going to put that this way so I remember. For those that placed orders in the month of January, if they were over $60, you have a bonus coupon waiting to be spent. So don't forget about spending that. If anybody is interested in my commitment club, you pay a minimum you spend a minimum $30 order in my online store. You do 10 consecutive months, and there's whole lots of goodies there for you. And there's more info on that, okay? Don't forget about your bonus coupons. I'm super excited about this. This is a new class that I'm doing, and you can take a shot of that QR code. So what this is this is a virtual class. So you're at home in your PJs. We're not going live, but we're going to be on a Google Meets, and I'm going to record that so you have that for you. And there are 3 different ways that you can join. And these are the cards that we're creating. These are the kits that I was cutting. So this is one of the cards, okay? This is, where is my 3rd card? Here is the other card, and I don't know where my 3rd card is, but here's one card, here's the other card, and the one that's missing is right there, and that's the kit that I was just working on. My card has disappeared, but anyway, trust me, that's the 3rd card. Okay, so if you pay the $185, I will order the bundle for you and get your kits off to you. Or you can just do the virtual class with the product pieces if you already have the bundle that we're using. This QR code is going to give you more info on that. Okay, so grab that, and that's it for all my blurbing. Okay. So hello, Lucy, and bonjour, bonjour. And I do have your name down for sharing, Lucy. So thank you. Yeah, that bugs me that my 3rd card isn't right in front of me. But anyway, these are the beautiful cards that we're creating in that virtual class. So anybody can take part in that. Let's get on to today. You know what? Let's talk about this for a minute. So here is the new positioning tool, okay? I love it. Somebody at class last night asked me if I prefer it to the Stamparatus. And for those out there, you know that I love my Stamparatus. I do prefer it, and I'm not just saying that. I do prefer it. It's great. This window just lifts right off. We'll use it today. I don't really need to, but I'll show you how it works. But not along with this, so this is the positioning tool. This is what you get for free, okay? So you get the base. You don't get the grid paper. You get the base. You get your 2 magnets. They're on little, what do you want to call those, little handles. You get the large alignment plate, and you also get the small alignment plate, which is great for if you want to stamp a consecutive. I did a blurb on this last week when I got it on Friday. But this needs a house, right? Hi, Sherry. Look at my house. So here's the grid paper that's in that slot. Here's the slot for the small alignment plate, and here's the larger slot for the whole tool itself. So it sits nice and tall. It's not laying all over the place. It has somewhere to go. It is fabulous. So Darlene, thank you so much for the alignment tool home. I'm not sure what to call it, but anyway, I love it. And so now it just has a beautiful little place to sit right here on my table. It's not in the way, and it's just a super easy grab when I need it. So that's fabulous. Sherry, thank you for sharing. Let me add your name. There's going to be, this is such a beautiful card. Okay, I'm going to take all of your names and I'm going to tuck them into my little bucket because they're going to get in the way. So we are using the exposed brick, and yes, mine got warped. Somebody didn't use it properly in one of my classes, one of the hazards, but it still works beautifully. So here is that embossed, and you know what? I am going to go right ahead and I'm going to put that on my card base. Okay, so there's my card base, and there is my silicone mat. Okay, let's get that down. Don't go away. You want to see this. You want to see this. I love this card so much. And we are playing with the on display. And I did something a little different with it. I saw this picture and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I failed to write down who it was, but I'm kind of doing my own little variation of it. So I've got my exposed brick on here. Hard to see the dimension, but there it is. Okay, and then I'm going to grab. So here's what we're playing with, girls. So here's the stamp set. Okay. And I love the new packaging. Remember the other one? It was all that glare. See how there's no glare? It's great. So all these little elements, super fun. And here are the 1,000 dies that go with this bundle, okay? Love this bundle so much. We're going to start with, so what I did, let me explain this because so here is the, let's say the large plate that would cut out the whole armoire, okay? So I die cut a portion of it, and here's the topper, okay? So there's the topper right there. So I die cut that out of basic white. I'm going to take my little snips. We're going to do a little bit of surgery here. So right here, there's a split. See how it splits right there? I'm going to cut that off from this corner here to the cut mark. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side because you know what? I wanted just a flat square surface because I want to create. So there's what I cut off. Okay? So that was sitting right up in here. I wanted to make a shelf out of this. So I'm going to put dimensionals behind both of these, and I'm going to see if I can, oh, and my dimensionals are over there. Let's, I had a class last night, and I guess I woke up this morning and I was more interested in getting my kits cut. There's a pack of mini dimensionals, which I need. Okay, let's get some minis on here, and I'll probably have to cut some to make them a little smaller. If I get through this quick enough, I might have time to make two, but I don't know. Okay, grab your take your pick tool. Not sure what that was. And let's get, I'm going to have to cut some smaller because I want some on these ends. Let's see if I can, is that going to hide? Ooh, just. Okay, so we're good there. We're good there. And let's just go ahead. Ooh, that's pretty close. I don't like my dimensionals popping out at all. At all. Okay, so we're going to leave that. So here's where I took my die and just with a piece of scrap, I just cut a portion of it, okay? So that's this part right here with kind of like, I guess it's the legs, okay? And we're going to grab all the little die cuts that came out of it, okay? So that, and I'm working on the back side. So I'm making sure that all of these little elements are facing the right way. Like here's the right side, I want the back side facing me. We're going to put dimensionals on that, but I want some larger ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I grab a part of this that I have puzzled in there as well as the edge, okay? And so let's do that right here. I'm going to put one there. Girls, this is so fun. Let's go right across and grab that. My little dimensionals are just a little too small, and I don't want to interrupt by going to grab my big ones, which are still on my work desk from class last night. Okay, let's get some down here and up there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and I have a sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry about that. So we're going to tuck this one aside for now. I want to work with this one. So again, the part that I cut off, I've got just my straight, hi Gail, I've got my straight portion, and I'm going to put that down right on here, okay? So you can see how I am building a shelf. So let's remove this backing. Gail, you're going to go crazy when you see this card. Okay, so now let's just lie that down, and I'm kind of eyeballing either end. So now we've got that top portion. Let's remove all of this and put this down on our card right away, and we're going to start building our card. The design paper that's in this suite is beautiful. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. It was just like I could feel it coming. Okay, you know what? I think I want a dimensional right there as well. Okay. We're going to pop this onto our card, probably about halfway down-ish, kind of middle-ish. I'm eyeballing square. So now we've got, I'm working white on white, so I hope you girls can see what I'm doing. And now let's grab a bunch of elements. I took the earthen toned paper, and I used these dies, and I also put adhesive sheet behind it. You know that I am a fan of adhesive sheet. You want to take your bigger piece first, so the outline. So let's remove that adhesive, and let's pop this bird cage onto the shelf. like so. Okay, and now we're going to remove this. It's so fun. It's such a fun card to create. Let's get that backing off. So here's my bird cage. You want to make sure that all the little pieces come off with you, okay? So you want to make sure that there's nothing left on there. I try not to touch this a whole lot. And now let's tuck that inside there. So there's my bird cage sitting on my shelf. I love my adhesive sheets, Darlene, and anytime there's something intricate, out they come. You know what? I'm going to bring the camera just a smidge closer. Okay, so now the next element I'm going to grab is, and I die cut this on basic white, and I used this, okay? So this is what we're going to work on. I need a piece of scrap paper, and I need something to mask, so I'm just going to hold that there. Let's grab a dauber. Remember these things? I love daubers. We're going to grab pecan pie. And let's create this to kind of look like a clay pot. So I'm just going to pounce. I want a different, like I don't want it solid, okay? So there's that. There's the pot. Let's put this back down over here. And let's grab another dauber and some old olive. Let's take care of our leaves. And we're going to kind of do the same thing. I just want to pounce because I want a different, like I don't want a solid tone, okay? So there's my little mask. And let's just pounce on this. I want dark and light coming through. Okay, so there's my plant, okay? So I just simply pounced. I didn't do anything special. I just pounced with my dauber. And you do want to use a dauber. I think it's going to be way easier than using our beautiful blending brushes. We're going to put dimensionals behind that. We're going to go through a whole pack of dimensionals, I think. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put 2, whoopsie, on this leaf here. And when I stamp my sentiment, I usually use just a block, but I'm going to use my new positioning tool just to help you see it in action. I'm going to cut these strips, hopefully thin enough for these 2 smaller leaves. Like so. Let's remove all that backing. And we're going to put this pot on the shelf beside our bird cage. So bring in our card and let's put that on the shelf beside our bird cage. Let's continue. What's next? What's next? Well, we have, oh, you know what? I need to do some stamping and I need scrap. So here's some scrap. Here's some scrap. We're going to pull out our Stampin' Right markers. These are water base, so you want to make sure that you are using a water base on your stamps and not not an acrylic, or no, what would that be called? An alcohol base, because if you do alcohol base, you're gonna stain your stamp. So I am going to use, and it doesn't matter what color. These are all, and they are retired, but you know what? There are some things that I just won't get rid of. So that was Pretty Peacock, I think. And let's grab a green. This is Garden Green, and I'm using my brush tip. I'm going to turn that so I'm working this way. So there's my green book. Let's put a jade book beside that. And a red book, or cherry cobbler. That might be cherry cobbler. Let's grab a brown. Yeah, some things, and you know what? I was going to get rid of them, and now I am so glad that I didn't. And then let's go back to what color? Does it really matter? Let's go back to our first color, our Pretty Peacock. Okay, so this has been sitting for a moment while I did all my painting. So what I'm going to do, just to moisten up that color, is I'm going to huff on it, and then we're going to stamp. Now, the colors do not come through like solid, but I love the look. I absolutely love the look. Let's grab the die that goes with this. That one right there. And let's cut that out. I could fussy cut it, but there we go. And then that is going to go on to our bookshelf, because you need books on a bookshelf. Where's my plates? One, and I need another. I did not put these away properly last time. Okay, so we're going to stagger our plates. Get that in there. My plates are staggered. And away we go. Carol, hello. I'm glad you're here. I'm using all the things today, Dar. Carol, give me 1 second and I will get your name down. So there is our books for our shelf. Let's put that die away before we lose it. I still have not found, but I haven't looked. I've got this random, and I've got no markings on it. I have no idea where that one came from. It will show up one day. I just don't want to sit and look and look and look. Carol, let's add your name, and I'm going to put your name in my little bucket here. There are so many shares today. Okay, let's get dimensionals behind our books. Our shelf is coming to life. Who has this bundle? Yeah, I got lots of dimensionals on there. That's okay. And girls, thank you for welcoming each other, and I love that. I love that. We were chatting about that last night in at my card class, how important community is. We have a lovely friend who moved away, and let's get these on there. So our books are now on the shelf, and we've got the plant in behind it a little bit, and that is okay. So the last thing that I want to put on the shelf is this, and I am going to do a little bit of stamping again. So I've got this world on there. Let's grab Secret C. That would be a fun color to pull in. I love Secret C. Oh, and I put my cut and emboss machine away. Well, you know what? I am just going to fussy cut this because I'm too lazy to pull it out again. So I am just going to follow the circle of the world. And we're going to put a dimensional behind there. And so my my globe holder, not sure what it's called, I have adhesive sheets behind it. So I just kept turning my my paper. Okay. I love this card. I love this card too. Okay, let's put dimensionals behind here. And again, my big dimensionals are at the other table, so we're just going to do it this way. We have adhesive sheet behind here. Let me see if I can find it. Come on. There it is, right there. Gotcha. So there is, and this is also with the earthen toned foil paper. Oh no, where did it go? We're going to pop that onto the shelf like so. I hope that, oh my goodness, Carol, I am with you. I love this color. I really don't know if there's a top or a bottom to the globe. And so there is our shelf, okay? So we just used some elements of this, but we're not done yet. I took this little guy here, which are the handles, and I die cut 3 of them. I die cut 3. Oh, you know what? I placed this a little differently than I had originally thought, because I was thinking of doing like a floater wall. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, we need some thin, because we don't want these peeking out. Whoopsie. Come on. So here is, and I could have done these also in the earthen toned, but then I thought that it would probably take away from the, like the focal point would kind of lessen. That one was really skinny. Let's get that off. Okay, so there's that. There's our little handles, okay? I love fussy cutting too. Okay, we're going to stamp again. So we're going to stamp, I thought I had my sentiment on a block. I must have needed the block. What is this? You've been on my mind. Isn't that like, doesn't that just look like a you've been on my mind card? To me it does. Okay, let's get that. Oh, no, I want to show you the positioning tool. Okay, here we go. So with this lovely positioning tool, and now all housed in its little house, and it's super lightweight, we just need our little tool, okay? Whoopsie, sorry. So we don't need that. Let's grab And let's put it this way. Let's just lay that down right here, like so. And let's put our sentiment on there. I could do it straight, but I need to cut it anyway. And then let's move over just a smidge. I want my little plate to pick it up. Okay, so there we go. We're going to use Secret C. Bye, Gail. Where are you going? Where are you going? Good luck, Gail. What's that all about? If you use the gray plate, you don't need a... Yeah, I know, I know. Happy moving stuff. Oh, good, you're coming to BYOP. That's great. That's great. Happy moving and unpacking and all that stuff. So let's just ink that up. Put that in our positioning tool. You can use your pressure tool if you want. I like to use it. My hands hurt sometimes. And so there's our stamp. And we're going to cut that. We're going to clean all of this later. I'm not going to worry about that for now. So there is the positioning tool in action, and it just slips right back in here. Let's put that in there, and then it slips right back into the holder. Okay, let's get some scissors. And I want to cut this straight. So when you're cutting straight, we can go an angle there. If you have longer scissors, whoopsie, you can do it in one, I just messed it up. You could do it in one swoop like that, okay? So here's what I was thinking. So walk me through this. Work with me here. On my original card, I put, well, we're going to put dimensionals behind here first. I like to always pop my dimensionals, or my sentiment. Dimensionals is what gives it a pop. I like to pop my sentiments. So on my original card, what I did with my sentiment was I placed it right here, okay? Like so. But I was thinking, so work with me here, if this is going to work. I was thinking maybe a floating shelf, or is that too much? Do you like it down here? And I don't know that I would, well, maybe centered, but do you like it down here with this floating shelf? And we'll figure that all out, okay? And I will add more drawer handles. Or do you like it there without the floating shelf? Or we could just put the floating shelf down there to just kind of add a little more to, come on, a little more to our whole shelf thing. So please tell me what I should do, because I do not know. And I put my gems away. Oh, I hope I can find what I used. There they are. In the first place, you like it right there. Yeah, I mean, that's what I did, because somehow I don't want it to start getting too busy. So Darlene, thank you for throwing that out there. So do we put this down here? Let me come a little closer. So would we, oh, and Sherry says the floating shelf. I think without the shelf, okay. So I can add the shelf to the bottom, or just remove it and just have it like that, period. I like it without the floating shelf. So we're going to put the sentiment down on the shelf, and then we're going to worry about that other, okay? So there, it's on there. Now, there's no right or wrong with this. My other two cards, I have one with and one without. And I think I like it. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, without, because these are feet, right? So then what I grabbed was the iridescent foil gems, because I didn't want my gems to overpower anything. So we're just going to use 3 smalls. So I'm going to put 1, 2, and 3. And there, the card is complete. And you know what? I mean, all the cutting was done, but it took like half an hour. It took half an hour to put that together. Isn't that so lovely? I don't know that I have. Well, should I make another one? Should I make another one, girls, or am I keeping you? Because I am die cut for another one. I'll wait and see what you say, and I'll just quickly go through it. But I will start. Lovely card. Somebody's going to win it. Thank you for those that shared, and there's many of you. If you would rather me do the draw now, I can, and then I can just finish this card off air, or I can carry on. Go for it, Darlene says. Go for it. I just stuck my finger in the glue. Okay, so here is a piece of the armoire. Here is that top shelf, and here are the drawers, okay, and we are going to put that together. I'm going to work on my mat, because then you girls can see it a little bit better. This would also be stunning in very vanilla, and it would really kind of have that vintagey look, and you could even try to patina the dresser up a little bit. Okay, so let's get these down in place by putting our dimensionals across both, like the drawer and the edge. Whoopsie. Come on. I usually use my large dimensionals for this, but you know what? I didn't want to take the time to go get them at my other workstation. And pop down here where you belong. Who has weekend plans? The weekend is almost here, and I want one right up there. Okay, so this top one that I cut out of here, we want to remove that part, so I've got a nice square edge. So I am just going to go kitty corner from there to the cut, and from there to the cut. Okay, so there's our shelf. Make sure your dimensionals are not peeking through. It's a cute card. It's so fun. I love this bundle. Love, love, love. Okay, remove these and adhere it to the dresser portion. Nope. Come on. There we go. No, don't stick down. There we go. That's better. I've got a tiny bit of it sticking up. Let's get our snips and just snip in there a little bit. I'm just taking some of that dresser. It was just a smidge too tall. There we go. Much better. Okay, let's remove this backing and down on the card. Susan, you found us. You found us. I've been wondering. And you found us on do the drawer, then go for it. I'm not sure what you mean, Cheryl. Do the drawer and then go for it. Oh, I see. Yeah, just keep my head down and keep going. Okay, so we removed all of that backing. We're placing this closer-ish to the bottom so that we have room to build what is going on the top shelf. Okay, so let's start with our bird cage. And again, I've got adhesive sheets behind it. If you forget to put your adhesive sheet, you can just put tiny little dots of your liquid glue onto it. And if you're afraid that the glue is going to ooze out because you don't want ooze, just let it sit. Just let it sit for a bit. Okay, so I've got that adhesive sheet removed. And let's tuck this onto our shelf, like so. Remove this backing. If you can. There it is. There it is. There it is. You want to make sure all the pieces have come out. And let's tuck that right inside. Isn't this bird cage so gorgeous? Love this bird cage. Let's grab our flower pot and scrap and a little piece of scrap to use as a mask. Pecan pie and a dauber and pounce. You want that dimension of color, okay? That is beautiful. And then grab another dauber and old olive. We're just smashing through this. So here's my dauber for green. Grab my mask, cover that, and let's do some more pouncing. Whoopsie. And with the leaves, because they are like dimensional like that, if I went back and forth, I would probably be making a big hot mess of the leaf because it would bend it. Okay. Ooh, I love the depth of color that's in there. Kathy, hi, you are here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so there's our pot. Let's put dimensionals behind that. My table is closing in on me, girls. Kathy, I do have your name down. Thank you for sharing, because there will be a draw. So Susan, on Facebook, I forget exactly where it is, but underneath where you're watching, I think you have an option to share. If you do that, let me know, and I will add your name to the list, and I will add your name to the list, and I draw at the end of the live. So I've got a nice thin one on there. because somebody is going to win a very sweet card today. Whoopsie. Down you go. Come on, baby. Okay. Kathy, are you at the office? Maybe you'll win the draw today, and when you come to pick up your items. So there's our flower pot added. Let's do our books. So same thing. We're going to color with markers. You want to make sure that what you're using is water base. You don't want to use your acrylics or your alcohol markers because you will wreck your stamp. And I am just going for it. I don't have any order for color or anything like that. I am just going for it. Did I already do brown? Let's get a green in there. Ooh, you are at home today. I wish we lived just a little bit closer, Kathy. We could go for walks together. That would be so fun. Kathy is in my neighborhood, but kind of far-ish in my neighborhood. Give that a huff. And the reason why you're doing that is you're just moistening the ink once again. So it looks like a hot mess, but you know what? It's just a scattering of books. It's just a scattering of books. Let's grab our Cut and Emboss. And I'm such a creature of habit, Carol, that I never think to use my little mini with the other cutting pads because I'm so used to grabbing these ones that I would have to think about what I'm doing. And I try not to think. And see, now I'm not, I'm trying to go fast. I need to just simmer down. And you know what? I don't have to completely finish it either. I can quit at noon like I normally do-ish. Put your die away right away. Don't wait. Don't wait, don't wait. Okay, dimensionals behind that. Oh, I love how the red kind of, like, look at that book. Kathy, it's your birthday today? Oh, Kathy, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I should be taking you out. Happy, happy day. Let's put our books on the shelf, and then we are going to do our globe. Like so. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Had another sneeze. Let's grab some Secret C for our globe. Oh, I would just love to break into song with all of us here. Am I? Ooh. I'm like super close. Let's just fussy cut this globe. We're just going to turn the paper. Let the turning of the paper do all the work for us. There we go. Our globe is cut. Okay, let's grab this little thing and see if we can find, thank goodness for adhesive sheets. Whoopsie. Sometimes the smaller the piece, the harder to find. Ah, I ripped it. That's okay. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, Mr. Globe, onto the shelf you go. Dimensionals behind our world. 1, 2. Sentiment and... Oh, you're just a baby. You're just a baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear friend Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Cut these nice and thin. Did anybody join me while I was singing? Just a strip. And another. Kathy, is Warren taking you out for dinner? Ah, come on. I think if I could go out for dinner tonight, where would I go? You know where, somewhere I haven't been in a long time is the Keg. And I love the Keg. I haven't been there for so long. So there's our drawers. Let's get our sentiment. Where did it go? Oh, it's on my plate because I was featuring. You're going out on Saturday. That's wonderful. Let's stick with our Secret C because I am in love with this color. And I love the sentiment and I love the font. I wish my writing was pretty like that. It is not. I'm not gonna lie. And let's take nice big scissors and let's just go straight across and then cut at a diagonal. And let's go straight across. I'm going to cut that a little bit smaller and a little smaller. We're going to pop that on there with dimensionals and our gems, and we are done. Having a moment there, I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? Where am I? Where am I? I love the cake. Do you know where you're going, Kathy? So let's put that down there. Let's put our 3 gems. Where did you go? And our second card is complete. Now I wish I remembered where I saw this, although I did do kind of my own, whoopsie, variation of it, but I was inspired by something that I saw. And Yeah, and I see things and it's like, oh, that's cool. And then I keep looking and then it's like, where was I? So I apologize that I don't have. So there's the 2 cards that we created. Here are my 2 prototypes, okay? So this one I did not use Secret Sea. This one I used Misty Moonlight, okay? So let's do the draw. And if you did share, oh, how nice. Cafe Carlo. I like it there too. If you did share and I have not mentioned your name, please let me know, okay? Kathy, we've been there. Susan, I'm just checking to see if you're still here. And if you happened to share, please let me know so I can add your name. So again, if you did share and I haven't called you out, please let me know. Carol, Cheryl, Judy, Deb, Sherry, Wendy, Lucy, Kathy, lots of names today, Dar, and Karen. Ooh, yeah, the Red Lobster, that's nice too. Cafe Carlos is nice. We've been there. Monticchio's is also nice. Yeah, there's lots of good restaurants in Winnipeg. So did anybody share whose name I did not call out? The only person I'm thinking is Susan. And Susan, I'm not sure if you're still here. And if you did share, please let me know so that I can add your name. And then I will do the draw. I will give you a few minutes because there's about, I don't know, I think there's about a 30-second delay. I'm excited to see who wins today. This is such a beautiful card. I love it. I love it, love it. I love the depth of color on this one that I did. Okay, I'm assuming Susan did not share and maybe she's not here. So let's pick one name and let's see who the winner is for today. I have a handful of names. I have one name, and the winner is Wendy. So Wendy, I'm going to track you down and add your name to the card, and we will get that off to you. So girls, thank you so much for joining me today. And Kathy, have a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and have a great celebration. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, blessed weekend. It's almost here. It's Thursday. My husband has been out of town, and he is home later today. So I'm going to take in Owen's basketball game and pick Dean up, and away we go. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week on Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bye now.